And it's time now for weather with Nebraska Extension ag climatologist and Market Journal chief meteorologist Al Dutcher. And Al, we're inching our way deeper and deeper into the winter months, so what should we be expecting in this week's forecast?
Well, Bill, we're coming into the statistical time of the year when we see the coldest temperatures on average for winter, and that is the third week of January, so it's appropriate that we finally start to see some colder signs of some colder air moving into our region, get us back to more winter-like conditions. You can't complain about this last week. It's been fairly warm. We had a couple frontal boundary passages go through the state, but uneventful. The system that, of course, impacted us here over the last 24 hours, dropping some light snowfall across southeastern Nebraska, is really starting to get us to crank together as we goes to the east of us, and that's going to allow for some much colder air to move in, and over this next few weeks there doesn't look like a lot of opportunities for us to be much above normal in terms of temperatures. So as we go to the upper air pattern, the first thing I'll draw your attention to is a system that was responsible for the snowfall is deep and is starting to move up to the northeast. We're going to get a secondary push of energy moving across the region over the next 24 hours that may generate more additional patches of precipitation, but the main surface low well entrenched over southern Indiana and a very extensive area of heavy precipitation, renewing the wet conditions to the east of us with some accumulating snowfall. And of course, here's the second punch of energy that is expected to move into the same region as high pressure settles into the east. Low pressure develops at the surface in northwestern portions of Kansas, but it doesn't look like we're going to be dealing with a significant amount of moisture, so we're probably just dealing with the backside of flurry activity of this big storm system. And then we start to see a broadening of this trough. Now there may be a little bit of recovery in temperatures as we get into Monday, but I still think we're going to be well below normal, and we may just brush the freezing mark as we get into southern Nebraska, as the main area of precipitation remains to our north, and even then it's just scattered light snow activity. On Tuesday, we get a little ridging to the southeast and a trough digging to the west with a surface low starting to develop in northeastern Colorado. And you notice that high pressure system on the back side of it. That is going to pull Arctic air back into the region, reinforcing this cold pattern that sets up this weekend. And we see the jet as it goes into Wednesday starts to form just to the north of us, and high pressure closely on its heels, so we will see temperatures dropping throughout the day on Wednesday to well below normal, and we will see some chances of light flurry activity. Again, with the direction of the flow from the north, we don't expect a lot of moisture. By Thursday, another trough starts to come in the western United States, and we might actually see some warming to above freezing levels in the southwest as this high pressure system slides toward the southeast, and we get on the back side of it in terms of winds. On Thursday, most of the precipitation, of course, with that upper air low in the northwest, and on Friday, some of that energy starts to dive toward the central plains region, and we see more of a zonal flow. So a surface low will start to develop in portions of southeastern Colorado that will start to fetch moisture up into our region. The biggest question is, will this system bypass us before the moisture gets into our region? But certainly another shot of reinforcing cold air is down on the pipeline. So if we look at the 8 to 14 day forecast from next Thursday to the following Tuesday, you can kind of see hints of that cold air trying to continue to reinforce itself over the northern plains to the central plains, with most of the warmth now being pushed off into the southeastern United States. In terms of precipitation, of course, we're showing above normal precipitation, but understand that we're talking in terms of above normal about 1/10 of an inch for this time of the year in the western part of the state, 1/4 inch here in the east. So overall, I think that we're probably going to be more toward the below normal sign, as most of these systems look like they're going to pass to the southeast and we stay in the cold air. So Bill, it looks like cold air and winter is finally here.